Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Shemai. Welcome to the FC Cymru Live. Harry, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
But there's an empty seat by you, mate. We're expecting David Brooks. He hasn't gone deeper.
He's on his way. He's on his way.
Oh, good man, good man. Oh, well, listen, we know loads of you are watching. Thank you so much for joining in for a very special FC Cymru Live where we've got Harry, potentially Brooksy as well if he turns up, joining me and Mika for a very special kind of quick Q&A, because we've been speaking to clubs all over the country, and a few of them have sent in some messages and some questions for the lads to find out how everything's going. I guess my first question is, Harry, how are you settling in over there, and how's the camp going?
Yeah, it's really, really good. Everyone's enjoying it. It's warm, but now we've got a good training base. Obviously, the stadium we're playing in is great, and the city's good as well. So, it's all positive over here.
Yeah, and Harry, you mentioned the city there. I saw that you got to have a look around the old town. How was that?
Yeah, that was nice because obviously with COVID and whatnot, we've not been able to get out the hotel much. So we had a bit of a down day yesterday. So it was great to get out and, like you said, go and have a little look at the city and some of the history that's here.
It's a good job you had all those Spirit of 58 bucket hats, keeping the sun off. That was
yesterday. I think 90% of people had them on. So they protected us from the sun.
Great stuff. Mika, you were out there for was it World Youth Games or something like that?
Yeah, so I was very lucky to go out there. I didn't realise it would be so windy, and with my hair it's a little bit messy when it's windy, but it was so much fun and it's so pretty, and like you said, it's a beautiful city. So amazing. Very jealous.
Yeah, it is really, really nice.
And have you got a suntan yet, Harry? Is it like
I've been putting the factor 50 on just to make sure I don't burn.
Oh,
so I think a few of the lads caught the sun on the first day of training, so I learned my lesson off them.
Good stuff, good stuff. Well, we're getting loads of messages pinging in, Harry. We got Ruth Crump. Your neighbours in Ballarat are all behind you, Harry. The whole squad. Come on, Cymru. So you'll be able to sort of, hopefully, I don't know if on the screen you can see them.
Yeah, come in. It's gone now, but I could see it at the bottom just then, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, listen, we have got loads of great questions for you, so we will dive straight into them. Because, and I'm sure when Di Brooks joins us, he'll take a few questions as well. But yes, first up on our list, we've got Lily Taylor. So if we can play in Lily Taylor's question.
Hi, my name is Lily Taylor. I play for Brumble Large Girls under 10s. I also play midfield. I have a question for Harry Wilson and David Brooks. Who out of you both has the best left foot?
Well, that was definitely.
Yeah, I'm glad that question's first because I think Brooks would be putting up a bit of a fight if he was here for that one. So before he sits down and gets on camera, I'm going to say the same. That's almost comedy's all about timing, Brooksy. You've got it.
No, I used to be Porky.
Who's got the best left foot? David Brooks or Harry Wilson?
It's Brooks.
Well, there you go, Lily. It's a 50-50 split between the lads. I'm afraid they're not going to give an inch on that. I don't think.
No chance.
We've got another question as well from Kean James from Chepstow. So hopefully it's not another question where you have to choose between the two of you.
Hello, my name is Kean James and I play for Chepstow Town Juniors. I'm moving from the under-11s to the under-12s, and that means I will have to use the offside rule. My question to Harry and David is, do you have any good drills to use to practice the offside rule? Thank you.
Oh. There you go, lads. Any tips for breaking the offside trap, or any drills for going against the offside trap?
I'll leave this one to you.
Oh, I'm always offside. Probably just wait. Obviously, there's a few drills that you'd probably be able to set up in a training session. As soon as the centre midfielder or whoever you're receiving the passes is under control and starts to pick his head up, then you obviously just have to practice timing that movement to when he's kicking the ball, you're on side and try and get an advantage over your opponent.
Yeah, and because I guess when you guys are playing that sort of false nine that we've seen, Harry, that kind of staying on side and making those late runs is kind of really important part of the role.
Yeah, it is. That's a position where you're usually the highest person up the pitch, so you're the one that's closest to being offside. So when you play them positions, like Brooksy said, it's all about timing. When the player who's got the ball, once that they've got that under control, that's when you usually start your run. And hopefully the time in between you both's right, so you stay on side and you should have a clear run through to goal.
There you go, Kieran. Right, put that in practice next training session, mate, and score lots of goals for Chepstow Town. Happy days. We've got Poppy from Wrexham Girls up next, I think.
My name's Poppy Holt and I'm from Wrexham Under 14s, and my question to ask Harry is, who inspired you and why?
Oh, there you go. She said only Harry, but let's put David in there as well. So start with you then, Harry.
I think when I was growing up, obviously being a Liverpool fan, I used to look up to players like Steven Gerrard. He was the one that I looked at the most. And then when I started getting older and understanding football more, Lionel Messi was the one I used to watch, because I used to like the way he played. Obviously, he's been the best player in the world for 10, 12 years now. But I'll just like the way he plays the game, the way he's always got the ball under control, and he's always scoring and assisting and helping the team he's playing for as well. So they were the two that inspired me when I was growing up.
Fantastic. So for you, David?
Probably similar to H. I grew up like kind of watching Manchester United, so like the Wayne Rooney's and Cristiano Ronaldo's were kind of like my favourites in that terms of team. Obviously, once you start getting a bit older and you start looking at players that play in your position, you kind of watch the likes of Neymar and Messi and people like that, and obviously they're just a joy to watch.
Fantastic.
Brilliant. We've also got a question from Morgan and Evan from Brimbo. So
David Brooks, Harry Wilson, Rydw Morgan, Rydw Evan. Ac wedi i chwarae i Brimbo Welsh yn Gogledd Cymru. Rydw i'n gael couple of questions i chi. Pwy yw ffrind gorau chi yn y tîm Cymru? Who is your best friend in a Welsh team? Pwy yw mwyaf doniol yn tîm Cymru? Who is the most funniest in Wales? Come on, Cymru!
There you go, then, lads. Double question, wasn't it, Mika?
yes. So who's your best friend in the team? And a bit of celebration at the end there. I loved it.
Yeah, and who's the funniest as well, I think.
Yeah, he's. I fell out with him a bit today, but I'd say Lox is my best friend overall in the Wales team. We got on quite well and just literally glued to each other's sides half the time. So I'd say Lox is probably my best mate, and I'll give him the funniest. I'm not sure he is, but I think he'd have me off if I didn't say him.
Brilliant. And Harry?
I'd say my best mate in the camp is Chris Mepham. He's usually showing off in front of people, but I let him off because he brings a lot of banter to the team. He's usually the one that people put it on, so he's usually the scapegoat of the team as well. But yeah, when he's around, there's always people laughing and making fun of people. And then funniest in the team, yeah, we've got a few jokers, but I think Lox, to be fair, he is up there with some of the shouts he does, so I'll have to give that one to Lox.
It's quite funny because we were doing some interviews last week and you guys were absolutely hammering Chris Mepham. So
it's an easy target. I think he enjoys it as well.
Does he? There we go. And it does beg the question, David, what did you fall out with Lox over? What have you been doing to him today?
Well, there was a team photo earlier, and I didn't actually realize. Well, no one put in the group that we had to wear polos, so I've turned up thinking that we were going to be wearing a match shirts, and I've turned up in a jacket with no t-shirt on underneath. So I had to wear. Everyone was in polos, and I was in a jacket, and he started dinking the glass, trying to make me sing at dinner. So I think a few of the lads are trying to jump on it. So I'm not too happy with him in a minute.
There we go. All right. Well, next up is Will from the Earth Pal Droid.
Hi guys, I'm Will and I play for Earth Pal Droid, and this is my question. if you're on the edge of the box, would you shoot or would you pass?
I think I know what the answer is to this, but go on, lads.
Shoot.
Yeah, I think we're both going to say shoot on that one. I feel like the only time you'd pass in that situation is if one of your teammates was open and in a better position. But I feel like being attacking players like we both are, if you get the opportunity to shoot on the edge of the box, you take it 9 times out of 10.
Nice, easy question there. Archie Phillips from Avon Lido.
Hi, I'm Archie from Avon Juniors. My question is for Harry or David. Are you rich?
They say never work in showbiz with kids or animals. So that totally proves the point. Thank you very much for that, Archie. I think we'll move on. Right, this is from Tegan Jones from Brimbo Lodge.
My name is Tegan Jones and I play for Brimbo Lodge under 10s, and my question for you is, do you have any superstitions before the matches?
Superstitions.
To be fair, I'm quite laid back. I just chill and try and relax, and I don't really take anything too serious, to be honest. So I'm just quite relaxed. I don't really have anything that I do before games apart from obviously warming up the muscles and things like that. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I have a couple. They're not big ones, but before a game, I always put my right shin pad on before my left. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. And then just before we're about to walk on the pitch, I always kick, double tap the floor with both my feet before I step over the line. So I don't know why I do them, but it's something I've done for years. And I feel like if I didn't do that, I'd feel a bit weird going into the game.
Mika, have you got any?
I was going to say,
you're an Olympian, aren't you? So come on.
They can be very strange, can't they? I have this weird one that I've told people and they say that's not really a superstition, but I can't wear my socks if they're inside out. Now, I don't know if that's a superstition or not, but I just can't.
Let's just be.
They have to be the right way around.
I want to wear your socks like that. That's the question.
And I used to have to buy brand new socks every time, and that just got a bit too out of hand, so I stopped doing that. But yes. I try not to have too many superstitions. Moving on very swiftly. We've got another question from Clou Watkins from Corwen.
Hey boys, it's Clou Watkins here. I play for Corwen FC. My question is for Harry Wilson and David Brooks. How did you feel when you got called up by Rob Page to be in the Euro 2020 squad? Pop luck, boys. Come on, Cymru!
It's literally our favourite that we just kept playing out last night when it arrived. Brilliant. Go on from your hometown then, Harry. Go on. We'll go to you first with this one.
Yeah, I was going to say he plays for a fantastic team, so I'll start off with that one. Yeah, obviously we were on camp for a week or so before the final squad got named. So we were out in Portugal with an extended squad and see everyone's training well, making sure they impress the coaching staff. And then we got back to the Vale and the squad got announced. And yeah, it was just mixed emotions, really. Like disappointment for the few lads who didn't make it. But for us who did, it was just like sheer excitement, proud feeling because it's something you've worked towards for years. And to finally be told that you've made the final squad for a major tournament for your country, it's just something to be really proud about.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. Very proud and doing a good job as well.
Yeah. Can I just ask about Corwen then, Harry? That's your hometown team, isn't it? And your hometown club. I bet they're all cheering you on there. Have you get lots of messages from the club?
Yeah, I've got a lot of messages. My uncle's got a big part to play in the whole club, really, from the youth all the way up to the men's first team. So I know the support we got there, and there's a fantastic setup there now, and giving the kids in the local community somewhere to go and train a few nights a week and then play on a weekend. So it's great to see that the club's got such a good setup there now, and giving the kids in the local community something to play for.
And then just his question as well to you then, David, for that one.
Yeah, it's obviously you ask any young like aspiring footballer what the kind of pinnacle is. It's obviously to play at the highest level possible, and you can't really get higher than a major tournament with your country. So to finally, I think this is your first one as well. It's like to finally say that you've gone and represented your country and the pride, like obviously that your family will be feeling as well. And yeah, it's just an unbelievable obviously experience, and yeah, it's one that I don't think anyone will forget.
How you doing, Mika? Do you want to do the next one?
Oh, I can do the other one as well, can I? So our next question is from Owen at FC Clydach.
Hi, my name's Owen. I play for FC Clydach, and my question for the both of you is it weird seeing yourself in FIFA 21?
That's a very good question. How does it feel to see yourself on FIFA?
It was real good at first. You think obviously when you play FIFA, like it's obviously really nice to kind of see yourself in there, even though I think I speak for both as our stats ain't very good, so you won't really want to use yourself anyway. But yeah, I think I had to kind of step away from FIFA because it was getting me too angry, so I've kind of dusted that one to the side and moved on.
And Harry as well?
Yeah, similar to what Brooksy said. I think that if the ratings were better, it'd be a lot more enjoyable, but none of us are happy with our ratings, so we tend not to play with ourselves on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, Mika.
I was going to say, is FIFA something that's played a lot between the team? Is there some good matches that go on behind the scenes?
Yeah, there was a decent one the other day where me and H teamed up. We got 4 controllers, so we have a little 2v2, but there's a lot of, let's say, trash talking before it on who's the worst. Locks and Nico were on the brunt of it, and they've unanimously now the worst FIFA players on camp.
Yeah.
And are there any forfeits for being the worst FIFA player on camp?
No,
there should be. There should be.
Yeah.
That one. So that's something that we can bring into the camp actually. So if we have anyone doing the forfeits, I'll make sure that you see them.
Perfect. I promise. Right. So next up, we have got Ruby from Cardiff, I believe.
Hi, my name's Ruby from Middling Primary School in Cardiff. My question is, how did you discover your passion for football?
There we go. So how did you discover your passion for football, lads? Should we go with David first for this one?
I think it's just always kind of been in my life, to be honest. I think obviously from a very young age, you kind of always kick a football, even if you're not really sporty or anything like that. As soon as you go into school, it's kind of one of the first activities that you'll try and get involved in and obviously see if you like. And from that point forward, I don't think anyone really looks back at obviously who ends up in football. I think it's you obviously get a knack for it, and if you're quite good, then obviously the passion for it and love for it just grows even more. So yes, it's probably as long as I can remember, really. It's just been in my life, to be honest.
Same for you, Harry.
Yeah, I feel like from the moment I could walk, really, I was kicking a ball around, whether it was outside in the garden or in the living room. And then, yeah, the older you get, you join your local team at 7, 8. And then, yeah, got scouted, and then you move up the age groups, and yeah, and then you just you practice on the things that you're not so good at, and then try and improve on the things you are good at, and then yeah, we're both lucky enough to have made it into the senior teams. But I think, yeah, the passion for football and my enjoyment of it's been there since I was since I could walk really.
It's ingrained in you very nicely. We've come to the final question, actually, which is from Edward Goodwin in Chepstow.
Hi, this is Edward Goodwin from Chepstow Town, and my question is to Harry and David, is what coach inspired you the most and developed you the most when you were growing up?
Lovely question. So, yeah, who's your most inspirational coach, and who helped develop you to become the players that you are today?
Okay.
We'll start with.
Yeah, I think obviously there's probably a lot of coaches that have played a massive part in both of our probably developments, obviously through the younger ages, and you won't be able to name them all. Just off the top of my head, I think probably the biggest growth in player was my time at Bournemouth when I first moved there. So I think Eddie Howe as a coach and what he was a perfectionist really in training and in games, and I think that kind of wore off on me, and then I think I developed probably the most in that period. So I'd have to say Eddie Howe off the top of my head, but obviously I've had a few good managers over the years that have I've been lucky enough for them to give me the opportunity.
Brilliant. And Harry?
I think coming through the age groups at Liverpool and Wales, I've had my fair share of great coaches and managers. I think at a youth level, I'd have to say Michael Beale, who I played under at Liverpool. He come in at under 16s and just brought something that we'd never had before. I think he came in from Chelsea, and his coaching from the start was fantastic. And then I was lucky enough to have him again at under 23s level. And I was going through a bit of a difficult spell. I'd been on loan to League One, not really done well, got injured, and he was the one that just, I feel like he understood me, but got me back to playing my best football. And I felt I really kicked on from then. And then in my senior career, I've had a few great managers as well, but I feel the one I played best under was Frank Lampard. I went to Derby in the Championship with him, and I felt like he understood me. He played me in different positions. I learned a lot off him, and I feel like he was the one that got the best out of me at a senior level.
Fantastic. Lads, listen, thank you so much for doing all that. Thank you to all of you who sent in questions as well. There were loads we didn't actually get to, unfortunately. There was just one question that's come in now I really wanted to ask you from this side. So this is from Grace, who's age 10, apparently. She said, who are you missing most from home? Should we go with you first, David?
Sorry, say that again, sorry.
Sorry, they've got one question in which says, who are you missing most from home?
To be honest, I think that's my uncle that sent that in.
Oh, is it?
I think it is, yeah. I just seen it.
So is Grace your niece then? Grace your cousin, is it? Or?
Yeah, obviously all my family and stuff like that. I am missing. I'm a little dog called Bear, so I think they were all around watching it in the garden the other day. So obviously just receiving the pictures from what they obviously sent of all in the Wales tops, like kind of cheering the team on and cheering me on it was a real heartwarming moment.
Same for you, Harry?
Yeah, same as what Brooksy said. I think because we've been away for a long time and missing all our family. And then I'm like Brooksy as well. I got a little dog as well, so I'm missing her too.
What kind of dog?
I got a miniature Labradoodle.
Oh, we love doggos here.
Ask Brooksy what he's got.
Go on, Brooksy. What have you got?
It's basically like a little cloud. It's called a teddy bear Pomeranian. So he only weighs about 2-3 kg, but he's probably the cutest thing on the planet. So.
Basically a cloud. I love that. If you can't really see this, anybody watching, but our producer Rachel is just beside herself in there. I've got the image of her going. So Brooksy, we need to see some pictures on social media of your cloud, please.
Yeah, I'll step on it.
Fantastic. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for taking part. Thank you for answering all the questions of the kids, and good luck. Good luck on Wednesday. You're doing us all proud anyway, so all the best and keep enjoying it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. And for all of you watching, thank you very much for staying with us. We've got more FC coming tomorrow. We've got our regular shows. The lads have exited. I don't blame them. We've got loads coming up tomorrow. Mika, you've been off to visit 10 of us today, haven't you?
Yes, I've been doing my rounds in the car and seeing all the beautiful places. So there's lots to look forward to over the next few days.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were at Kinmel Bay on Saturday for a very, very special event between BT and the FAW. So we will be putting that out as well tomorrow. So if you were at Kinmel Bay and you're wondering where on earth is that? Well, that's coming tomorrow. So don't panic. We've got your back here. So listen, keep enjoying the Euros, keep supporting Cymru, and we'll see you all soon. Take care.